Once upon a time.
Hey guys, here with Abstract Narrative. The first episode, we're going to do this in a quarantine style. Eventually we will have an official setup for an actual podcast and a whole desk and everything. But for now, we're going to keep doing this through FaceTime on our computers. We're going to use Zoom. I'm here with Marie Carmona. She's a dear friend of mine, actually my best friend. She's helped me out through a lot of stuff in my theater world and everything like that, and all my crazy ideas, and I couldn't ask for a better friend. She's great in the technical side of theater, and also she's into cooking, art, and the main thing she's into is lights and the theater and everything like that. But there's nothing that she can't do if she puts her mind to it. She's amazing in all that way. So I don't know what I left out for you, Marie, but if you want to fill in the blanks real quick, I'm pretty sure I did cover up everything because I'm a good friend. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about your dreams and your passions, things that you're interested in as of right now, because I know the times are crazy right now with this whole virus going through and everyone's freaking out, and it is hard times right now. I know it's hard now, but you're still allowed to dream. There's always going to be those moments where you still want to plan something in the future and try to do something. And so my question to you is, what are you thinking right now as of this moment? So what do you want to do in life, or what do you want to be in life in the future? And that could be anything, but I'll let you take the spotlight from here.
Well, what I want to do, I think I really just want to travel. I want to travel. I want to go different places and see different things and experiencing new experiences. But I also just want to make people smile. I don't know how, but somehow I just want to make people's day and just make them smile.
That's awesome. I mean, you kind of already do that by helping out so many people anyway. So, I know for sure, like, everyone has that traveling bug. Like, I want to travel, everyone wants to travel, but like, if you're given one place, like right now, let's say someone was to cough up enough money for you just to go to one place, where would it be?
It's a weird, kind of unconventional place where the first thought you wouldn't think, oh yeah, let's go there. It's Wales in UK. It is a kind. They film my favorite shows there. They still film my favorite shows like Doctor Who and Torchwood are both filmed there. And there's just a lot of sites there that I love to go see to just say, hey, this is where they were. You know, you saw where your heroes were.
That's kind of cool. I remember seeing on Instagram some guy, like, he finds the locations where they film the movies and he puts a picture of them, like, kind of like brings them in and out. And so, like, the scene of the movie take place where the location was. I'm like, oh shoot, that's crazy. Like, what is the famous movie that we have here that's local in Sanford is that Jackie Robinson movie where they filmed it in actual downtown. And I'm like, I know that area. I've driven on that road so many times. Like, I got pulled over. Like, like that's really cool. I find that really fascinating. But yeah, that's kind of unique. Are you for traveling? Like, are you more interested in finding like different types of food, meeting people, or is it just seeing the sceneries?
It's seeing the scenery and the food. Because I love food.
Yeah.
And just see the different ways of how they make like a classic chicken dish to them. It would be something extravagant, or what they use. So you would think, I didn't think these would go together. You know.
Yeah.
So.
That's funny. I mean, right now I can go anywhere and I'll be like, that doesn't go together. But I totally get that. I mean, I'm down for that too. Like, if I was given one place, for my main thing is I'm more of like that adventurous. I want thrill, and I would go to Spain at the time of running of the bulls.
Ooh.
A lot of people that I know have their mixed emotions about it, but I just want to run next to a bull that's aggressive and angry towards me, and I just want to run and haul ass.
And we'll run you over.
I want the adrenaline, just for that reason. And also the tomato festivals around that time, I believe, and they fill the whole streets up with the tomato festival, tomatoes everywhere, and then it's a big giant food fight of just tomatoes, which I think is cool. So that's the reason why.
I like tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't eat that one because they're all over the floor, but on everyone's feet and everything, but it's pretty cool. I've been looking at that, and I'm like, one day I'm gonna go to the tomato festival, and I'm gonna throw tomatoes at random people, and I don't know.
Yeah,
But it's
that
actually
sounds
more
like
of a thing
fun.
to bring your friends with, and I would love to bring people with me. Be like, hey, let's go. And since I'm already in Spain, let's go everywhere else since it's all next door to each other. But I
Right.
would definitely go to Spain, even though I don't speak Spanish. I would definitely just go anyway, just for that struggle. But that's where I'm more. I want the thrill, and I like the culture too. I want to learn the culture as well. I have so much respect for people's culture. It's really cool, just knowing their history and where they came from and all that. It's really awesome. Um, yeah. So we've just traveling now. What about theater? Let's come back to theater. What got you into lighting? Mostly, because then you were known as the light director at the time.
Yeah, for like 2 years, I was the lighting director at high school. Um, I think what really got me interested in it was I just wanted to go on the catwalk in our school.
No, I hate the cat.
Mhm.
I only went it once, and I was forced to go on it again one more time. But I hated walking up there. That junk is too high. Hell no.
It is kind of scary.
And that's what I'm saying. You got like one little skinny rail with lights on one side and just a rail on the other, and you see everything else. It's like, oh no, not me. No, I'm good. I'll be on the floor painting the set. But like, what got you into theater besides wanting to go on a catwalk though? Did you have a friend or did you have somebody interested in theater that kind of persuaded you at all, or your parents, family?
Well, my family has always been a musical family. Um, they break out in song whenever they can. Like if you're with my grandma,
Once.
I have to have a sticky note for you now because I didn't hear you now.
uh,
I know. I heard grandma and then that was it. I'm gonna put what?
what?
It's
Okay,
it's okay. It's first try. We're making this work.
right,
Yeah.
all
What
right, so,
influence? Your family has been always a musical family. So it
right.
kind of kind of a must in your family.
No, they always are like you do whatever you want to do. But I've also always had a love of movies and playing a character that wasn't you and trying to get out of your own mindset and your troubles and put yourself in another person's shoes. I think that was always interesting in me, and I've always wanted to like do that. Um, and I've always had a thing for just like being on stage or doing something to help the stage, like
Nice.
backstage or on stage.
For me,
Right.
I know for theater, actually, I wasn't into it that much. I mean, my family was like into music, but not like as in the theater. And lo and behold, one of my friends at the time in fifth grade was like, "You look like Aladdin. You should do the musical." And I'm like, "What the hell's a musical?" And I auditioned. I learned a song. I did a little piece, and I got the part as Aladdin. And from there, my whole love of the arts just came to be. And now look at us now. We're making it work, starting little shows, and trying to get going on with the performing arts and just making our dreams come true. But yeah, that's how I started, by actual influence of a friend, and from there it just kind of sparked into this whole big thing. Um, yeah, that's really interesting. So my main thing though is, as of right now though, the thing, where do you see yourself going or doing in the future, like your goal that you want to work on towards every day? Because like mine's is doing what we're doing right now, but a better stance, like at a more professional level, making animations and telling a story, whether it's through film or through animation or on stage. I just want to tell stories and bring the magic to kids and adults as you would as if you were going to Disney, in the best way possible. Not trying to hate on Disney, they always kill it, but it's like I want to bring something that's more affordable and magical at the same time. That's my own goal. That's all
Right.
I want to do, is just tell a story in the best way possible. And that's by starting now. But like, what would yours be? Like, what do you want to do? Because I know you're helping me out, and I thank you so much, a lot. But what do you want to do? Like, if we were to put my stuff to the side and we focus on you, what would your thing be?
I really don't have a thing. I've never had a big dream except to like help people out and make people smile,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. So like, I guess be a tech for shows would be a dream to start doing that again. But I really don't have one.
But I would say that's okay, not to have a dream or a goal, like a fully set goal right now, because we're so young. We're still young, like
Right.
18 and I'm 19. Like, heck, by the time we're like 30, we still are young. And I find that funny because a lot of my friends think being 30 is old, or some of my friends do, not all of them. But to me, being very honest, I think 30s is pretty young, because then you still have your 40s and 50s, and then 60s, you
Right.
kind of can enjoy whatever the fuck you made and did. And then, you know what I mean? Then you can wind down. And 70s is 80, like, because people living to be almost 100 years old all the time. So it's like 30,
Right.
I feel like everyone thinks they're old and they're done. You have to have everything figured out by 20, 25, maybe 30 years old. I'm like, no, you don't. Because I look at my parents, and they're in their 40s and 50s, and they're making it work, and they're pursuing what they want to do, and they're making ends meet, and they're just now receiving the benefits. And this is something that somebody in their 20s and early 30s would be doing if they did. You know what I mean? So there's
Mhm.
nothing stopping them, and I don't think age really matters when it comes to that. So the fact that we are starting now on just doing anything, just making it happen, I think is crazy. It's freaking insane, because this is how you start the journey. You just start early rather than just go party all the time.
Right.
So, because my idea can change too. I mean, I might want to tell stories, but what if I want to tell stories through shadows of trash? I don't know. Like, you don't know. It could be anything. Everyone's minds change all the time. So, and then you never know too. You might have an idea, and then, you know what? I might be like, you know what? Screw my crap. We're gonna go with yours. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's no way life points, and so not having an actual answer for life, knowing what you want to do, is not bad, and I think that's great. If anything, not knowing what the hell you want to do in life is amazing, because now you can try everything. And my dad told me one thing that was pretty cool. He's like, if you want to figure out, if you don't know what you want to do in life, get a job that you hate, and you'll start thinking what you want to do in life. He's like, get a job that you desperately hate. And I'm like, I work at
Mhm.
Target. I don't hate Target. I do vent about Target, but I don't hate it. It's not a bad job. But I'm talking about actually, like, maybe being a janitor at like some trash school that's not the best, and you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
really hating your job, then you'll start thinking about it. But there's so much time on our hands. There's so much we can do, and I hate how school and everybody else kind of forced you to be like, get it figured out now. That's why I don't like college either, because college really focuses on choosing what you want to do in such a little time, and then you might change your mind in the next year after you were about to graduate. You know what I mean? That's what I find.
Right.
It's like, you can, I don't know. Like, that's why I don't really say, oh, I'm passionate about this. I'm just passionate about telling stories, and how I tell it is what I'm interested in doing. So it went from doing a show to actually videos to now GoPro to now all of a sudden podcast, and then
Mhm.
eventually it goes into projections. Like, I've had so many outlets I want to try, but in the end of the day, I'm wanting to tell a story, and that's it. I just want people to hear my story or hear other people's stories, and then, like you said, put a smile on their face, have hope, feel great about themselves, and have the encouragement and inspiration to keep moving forward with their goal. But
Right.
with all that being said, what struggle? This doesn't have to be a struggle that you've gone through for pursuing your goals, because not everyone at the time, like we said, doesn't have one. What struggle in life have you dealt with the most that you think people should be aware of, or somebody that may be going through the same struggle as you that you would want to let them know? Things that's helped you out. So mine's is I stress a lot and think too much. That's my main thing. And I'm just now been talking to my sister and my family, and my sister mostly, she's been helping me kind of vent and zen, basically, not actual like zen, but like finding my own way of like just pursuing into what I want to do on the side. You know what I mean? Whether that's just create some weird abstract art. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I've been finding outlets for me to kind of just calm down and not be so focused on creating content and stuff like that. Because in the end of the day, the content's gonna be crap if I'm forcing it. So I've come really more at peace with it and just enjoying the time I have. I don't know if you noticed, but that's where I've been at right now. Rather than just being like, we gotta document, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. But what would
Right.
your thing be? Your struggle wise that you would like to address for somebody either going through or somebody unaware.
Hmm. There's a lot wrong with me.
We all do, but
Um. So honestly, the struggle I had is just the struggle of depression
hmm
and feeling like no matter who you're with, like they just don't like you. Like they just are only hanging out with you because they feel bad.
hmm
Uh, which I struggle with that on a daily basis with many people, and one of them including you. Not to call you out, but
Yeah, it's okay. Right?
it's always in that mind frame of they're only your friend because they feel bad for you, and once they find somebody else, they're gonna leave you. You know.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
not leaving.
Um. But that's the struggle I
Oh, um, yeah, I don't have depression, and I can't say I feel you on that. I really can't. I don't know how this feels, but I mean, what do you try to do to help you get through it? Besides, like, I know some people take like meds, you know what I mean, or they'll take certain things. Like, what would you go
have.
through? How do you handle this?
Um, I don't have meds because uh, I was taken off my meds by a parent. Um, but I used to have meds and they used to work really well. And so now I have herbs that I have. I have like two types of herbs.
Okay,
So when it really goes bad, I take some medicine, but it's just herbs. That's it.
that's it. No,
Yeah, it's I think I really just think, and when I feel bad, I'll text somebody, like I'll text you, just hey. If I text just hey, that means
mhm.
please talk to me.
I mean, you did
But
surprise.
most of the time it's hard because you're in Target.
I totally get that. And when you did call me one time when I wasn't at Target, I was so like kind of lost. I was like, "What's happening here?" Because I didn't know what the hell was going on. But you
Yeah.
know, in that moment, I remember when you did call me, and it scared the shit out of me because I was like, "What the hell's going on?" But then I realized instead of me asking all these questions and trying to wrap my head around it, I was just trying. I was like, just fucking listen and just do what she asked you to do, and all you needed was to talk. And so I talked. um, and I was hoping that would help you out. But I mean, I think that's my advice to some who don't understand, or who are not getting it, or who are just too stubborn in the head. Because I'm a little stubborn sometimes, sometimes. Um, but I would say my advice is just listen to what they have to do. Like listen to what they're telling you to do. If they're asking you just to talk to them, talk to them. If they ask you not to talk to them, don't talk to them. That's like I feel like everyone has their own way of handling it, but my respectful thing is just whatever you need me to do, I'll do it to help you through this time of shit of
Yeah.
crap that you're going through. So that's my advice to I would give to people who have depression, and I'm pretty sure there's other things too that other people would want to probably add in, and that can be another video, another whole topic we can do, because depression is such a big, massive thing. It's like it's hard to kind of like minimize it in 5 minutes, but
Right.
what advice would you give to somebody if to help you handling it? Like if you met somebody new and like you became friends and you know what I mean? Like if they were to give it a heads up, like how to handle somebody with depression, like what would you tell them?
Kind of what you said. Just listen to what they need you to do. If they need you to talk, just talk.
hmm
Because usually by talking, you get them out of whatever funk they're in. Because depression can just happen automatically. Like that day, I was having a great day. I was closing with two of my favorite people to close with, and just out of nowhere, I'm like, wow, I'm really sad, and I
Well,
don't know why.
damn.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it that way. I mean, I don't understand how it happens. I just know it happens, so I'm just here to help. But damn, that sucks. I would not like that. I would not like that because it's like I got my moment going, and then all of a sudden that happens.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, Marie. Well,
No, it's okay.
that sucks. But I mean, at least now I know, and so I'll kind of be more aware. And I'm personally me. I probably might do some research on it, listening to other people's advice and what I can do. You know what I mean? Just
Hmm.
for your sake and someone else's sake, if I'm ever needed, because I don't want to not be helpful, especially
Right.
people that are close to me. Because that sucks. That I would hate to be like, which I don't want to do.
What they say, and then maybe check up on them. See if I
Check
heard
up
from
on,
them from a while.
that's a good one. Check up on them. I didn't think of that.
And especially if like they send something and they think they're mad at you. Because they've had some stuff where I think I'm mad at you. I think you're mad at me because I said something, and you just didn't text me back, and I'm like, shit, is he mad at me? What did I do?
Oh wow, I didn't even think of that. See, I'm not much of a texter. I mean, I'll text, but I mean, yeah, I'm busy, so. But
Yeah.
I'll try my best to keep texting now. That way you don't have to think like that. Because I don't want you to have to think like that if you don't have to. So to wrap this whole thing up, because we're hitting around almost 30 minutes, we're at 24, so around there. Advice, since we're kind of already on the topic of depression, I think that would be a great thing for the video. We just got to know you a little bit and got to see your world for a little bit and mine's as well. But now that I think that would be a topic about depression, which we can always do a part 2 and add on because you never know. After I press done and or stop recording, I'll be like, I should have said this, or you would be like, I should have said that, or told him this. That would have been great to tell. So we can always do part 2, like kind of like a
Right.
rebuttal update on that, or having somebody else come up too as well about depression. That could be a big topic just alone. But I have here sticky
Just
notes,
mental health.
mental health in general. Yeah, that's a whole
Yeah.
which I'm passionate about that too. I would love to help people out. I feel like I'm okay, but at the same time, I feel like someone who knows their stuff would be like, "You're not." But I mean, I'm okay with how I am and everything like that, and so I feel like I just want to help, not tell them how to live their life, not tell them how to do it. I just want to help in
Right.
every way possible. So, okay, so for me, I have these sticky notes because I'm a sticky note freak. They're all different colors over there, but I'm gonna choose orange because that's my favorite color. What quote, because what I want to do is make a wall and put them on the back. Not on this, but I'll have like a background soon. It'll be white or something, and I'll put quotes up. What quote would you want to put on the sticky note? You being the first quote. Any
Hmm.
really advice that you give, or if you know a quote that you memorized that you know from a certain person.
If you shoot for the moon, you'll land among the stars.
That one's good right there. See, I've heard of that quote before, but yeah, I mean that one right there is a good one. Shoot for the moon, land for the stars. So I'll write that down. Shoot for the moon, land for the stars. Got it. All right. So I'll hang that up and I'll start a little wall. It'll start looking like crap in the beginning because I'll have like 1 or 2 maybe, but then eventually as we get to our 50th video with you or with somebody else, eventually it'll start looking like a piece of art with everyone's quote up top, giving their advice or just having a quote that comes to mind. Um, that's about it for the video. Abstract narrative. This one got a little deep, but hey, that's the goal. I mean, I want people to be able to help each other out, and if that's us having to talk while we're under quarantine or trying to stay away from being quarantined.
Ah.
All right. Well, I'll end it up right there. All right, guys. You guys have a good one. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you take something from this video. We'll see you guys later. All right. This is Miguel signing off. Have a good one and do great, be great.
Once upon a time,